Hi there, my name is FixFox and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic 2. It's been a minute since we did a video. The last video that we released was the second part to the Archibald campaign where we did finally complete it, and it was really nice to get that one done. And then for the last couple of days, I've been working on a lot of other videos that are a little bit more labor intensive. They take a little bit more time than just doing a quick playthrough. And so it's been a little bit of a hiatus, not really, working vacation. Not even that, but I'm very excited to come back to you here today with a fun playthrough from the FHeroes2 server. Folks, this is going to be from the legendary map maker Kabel. So this is going to be the 4-player small-sized map Miragehold. This is expert difficulty. Miragehold is a sun-scorched island where castles and enemies are plentiful, with resources flowing freely to fuel swift and relentless conflict. I have not looked at this map just yet. I'm excited to see what we might find. It looks like we can play as any of these 4 players: blue, green, red, or orange. Looks like we can play as any player. Very exciting for that. Let's put this on a possible difficulty and tell you what, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If you let it go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Orange it is, and then we are going to leave this on random just to see what we can dive into. Let's make this happen. We start off as the orange barbarian here with Crag Hack the Barbarian. Very, very exciting. This is going to be Crag Hack level 1, 3 attack, 1 defense, 1 spell power, 1 knowledge. We're going to have 4 of the orcs and 15 of the goblins. Advanced pathfinding, as all good barbarians should start off with. And immediately I see some really interesting things. Shrine of the Third Circle, wisdom would be lovely. This artifact for the Golden Watch is not going to be very useful, but good to know. Xanadu, not too far away. Okay, excited to see if we're going to be able to get diplomacy or leadership, some way that we can bypass the requirements for the +1 to all stats. I do see some water here, which is intriguing. I don't know if we're going to be able to build a shipyard or not. We might just barely be able to. I'll be excited to see about that. And then it looks like some immediate troops are nearby. A little bit of wood, a little bit of ore. Yes, for a barbarian, 2 piles of ore suits me very fine. Do we have things purchased in our castle? And the answer is yes, we do. First off, we do have this level 1 mage guild. Unfortunately, on impossible difficulty with no gold to start off with, this 500 gold is going to be causing us to be a little short on cash at the moment. So Crag Hack is going to be obligated to leave this empty, but for now, he will leave. He will come back eventually. Cure, Dispel Magic, Magic Arrow, good spells all around. I will take them. And then, by the way, we do have the opportunity to build a shipyard. Very good. Those 3 piles of wood might be much more exciting than you might have otherwise earlier thought. And we do have the hut and the stick hut, and then a couple of little peripheral buildings on the side of that. For example, the tavern here. By the way, in case you did not know it, the bones of Lord Slayer are buried in the foundation of the arena. Which arena? I don't know. We do have Aragon the Barbarian as a potential future hire. We also have Ambrose. I can tell you right now, due to the way that this is just sort of looking, I'm going to hope that this is a 2-player map, or rather a 2-hero map. I'm going to send 1 goblin out here with Crag Hack. He's going to go searching for as much as he possibly can find. It's probably going to be Aragon. It's going to be my primary hero. 1,000 gold and then another 2,000 from those 2 treasure chests. I will stop in at this gazebo just in case we get something nice. An old knight appears on the steps of the gazebo. My liege, I will teach you all that I know to aid you in your travels. 1,000 experience. Oh, I don't know. Crag Hack might be a little bit more valuable than I originally thought he might be. Archery or diplomacy? Good for both. I'm going to go with diplomacy. Barbarians are more likely to be offered archery, and so I'm going to hope that archery comes back around later. Let's take the +1 attack skill and the diplomacy. Very good. Very good. And now this is important. I got 3,000 gold. Do you want to hire another hero and just send it? Full send and try and clear resources? Or do you want to try and 1 hero this for a while? There's no purchases I can really make. We can go for the well, we can go for the den. I'm going to go for Aragon the Barbarian. We're going to bring all these forces up to the front. 500 gold. Do I make this purchase for the spell book? I will. I will. I'm going to get every hero I can a spell book. It's such a low investment. You might be tempted to say, oh, it's not going to be worth it. I think it's going to be worth it. I think you're going to have an okay time if you get yourself that opportunity. I understand that we're cutting ourselves off for the ore mine here, but Aragon must stop in this gazebo. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. His 1,000 experience is going to get him the logistics. Already, either of these heroes could be my main hero. I got no questions, no qualms. It is what it is. That's going to be the end of day 1 on to day 2. And we're going to have Crag Hack be the one to set forth and really try and find whatever he can. We're taking little itty bitty baby steps so that we can try and move forward in the best way possible. A group of halflings have a desire for greater glory in which to join. You do, except I sure do, because 27 halflings instantly makes this lots of zombies, much more doable for Aragon the Barbarian. So we're going to go to here. We're going to hand off these spare troops. Yeah, between the orcs and the halflings, I think that this is not going to be a problem at all. For Aragon to go take our sawmill, I'm guessing that this is going to be an ore mine over here guarded by the nomads, excuse me, the rogues. So let's go on up. Crag hack, he can reach this witch's house in one day. I just do this. Basic mysticism. Okay, all right. So you got the diplomacy and the mysticism, sir. You're not going all wizardy on us, are you? You're still a barbarian at heart, are you not? I don't know why you would try to have a barbarian with diplomacy and mysticism unless you thought that you were doing something special there. I bet you thought you were doing something neat, huh? Well, get out of here. All right, Crag hack, I got my eye on you. I'm still happy to have you around, but I do have my eye on you. It's gonna be 1,000 gold for the den. If we can get up to 30 units of wood, I will absolutely 100% build a shipyard and get into the boat. I will. Even though we don't have a sorceress here, it might be like a week 2 purchase, who knows? But we are going to give that a shot as quickly as we can. Crag hack picks up 5 gems. You catch a leprechaun foolishly sleeping amidst a cluster of magic mushrooms. In exchange for his freedom, he guides you to a small pot filled with precious things. Very good. And it looks like this is an easy way through. It looks like, well, I guess I could have stepped right below that as well, but we're stepping in to pick up 9 ore, very important. And let's actually consider, this might be a 2-hero tandem sort of a moment. I think I can go to here, pick up some dwarves. A group of dwarves have a desire for greater glory, which to join you do, except at this point, I need whatever troops I can get. I see a problem here. Lancashire, we can't reach this castle today, but I think I can hand off these troops here. And I don't really mind which hero is the main hero at the moment. They're both going to do good things for me. This is going to help me get the ore mine in a little bit. Not today, but soon. Whoa, and there's another barbarian castle. Okay, castle to the north, castle to the east. I almost feel like I need a 3rd hero, but gold is very hard to come by. Oh, and don't tell me, are these goblins guarding a gold mine? If it is, then I think that's a darn good thing that Aragon has his logistics and the 4-speed goblin, so he can grab all this and then head back south very, very soon. I think that we're going to have to really focus on gold. And on a small-sized map, I'm anticipating that there's going to be lots of conflict, as was originally said in the very beginning of the preamble. I've picked up a little bit of ore there. We're up to, by the way, 33 units of wood. Remember, shipyard, could be useful, could be useful. We'll do the full swap, and with 1,300 movement points, it's going to be Aragon going north. He's going to pick up, yes, the gold here. Do I defeat the goblins first and then go into Lancashire? This is going to be a step onto the desert. That's a bit of a problem. But then if I do that, Crag hack can grab that first thing in the morning. I think we're going to not have too big of an issue grabbing it anyway. I don't think so, anyhow. Yeah, that's 1,000 gold today, though. This is also 1,000 gold. There's probably going to be some defenders here. Let's take the gold for sure now, because 1,000 gold can't go wrong. And we do see an oasis. That's very interesting. Fort, very good. Archers guard this gold mine. That's exceedingly interesting. There's a lot of interesting things going on here today. Today, tomorrow, all day, every day. Now, at this point, I have to consider my win condition as the barbarian. Like on the map, I can go exploring and I can do tons of fun stuff. I could upgrade this castle and try to get this as tip-top as I possibly can. Or I can try and get a little bit of a faster start to try and take over other castles that might leverage me into a better position. You wouldn't be wrong. You wouldn't be wrong in saying that that might be a pretty good decision. It's not going to hurt me to get the well. It's not going to hurt me to get... I mean, we talked about the shipyard as a possibility. Right now, we're going to be getting 2,000 gold a day. I can't get the shipyard and a boat and a hero today, so I'm going to go for the well right now. I'm going to hedge my bet. I'm going to kick the can down the road just a little bit, and I'm going to hope that better things happen on the morrow. So we're on to day 5. This is a very, very quick style map. Part of the reason I chose this map is that I don't have a lot of time. I got work in the morning, but I did want to get a video out. And so we're playing this small map, and we're going to have a fun time doing this. but small maps don't necessarily mean that it's easier. Small maps don't mean that it's not a lot of very difficult decision making. And I think that we're already kind of seeing that on full display. By the way, this +1 to attack is guarded by a genie. I don't know if I should fight that fight. Honest to goodness, I don't think I should, but I will. You're saying I'm gonna lose all the halflings? Every single one of them? Oh no, that's so bad. That's crazy. How are you going to lose all the halflings? I think it was mentioned on the FHeroes2 Discord that that's still a thing, that the auto combat doesn't quite match up with what you'd expect. Like, there's no reason why that result should have happened. Like, nothing should have been different. And yet, there you go. Okay, Victoria should take the prize. The Giant's Flail of Dominion, +1 attack. We did save a couple of halflings. Yes, it's all good and well. But I do feel rather bad. The losses are not exactly acceptable. We had talked about getting the shipyard today. We are going to have the gold to do it. There's a part of me that really wants to pick up this Thieves Guild in case there's defenders here. I have no reason to believe that there's defenders here. I'm scared. The only reason I'm not picking up the tavern is because I know that there's an opportunity here. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why I'm not doing this. And I hope that this is not going to be to my detriment. Oh, golly. I sure hope not. So let's... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, he says. Fixfox forgot. You do still need a little bit of extra gold. There's gold there. Crag hack can go up there. Tell you what, we're going to have a little bit of a issue anyway. Let's just grab this. That's the gold you need. We are going to step into the liths, and that's actually going to be nice because now we can see all these other places. I am going to abuse the space bar. Look at this. Lovely. Okay, is this the only lith on the entire map? I'm guessing that there's probably one in each corner. No, maybe not. Okay. Well, if this is the case, then what I'm guessing is that there's lith here and probably like a lith here that'll take you to the other corners of the map. That just makes sense to me. Anyway, we're going to find out pretty quickly. There's Carlon. No. No. Good for the navigation and easy on the eyes. Something about the blue hair combo. I don't know. It just works for me. Okay. Alrighty. Let's go for the shipyard and let's set sail with Rathmont. As a scout, he's going to do just fine. I suppose I could try and get him to the gazebo and back. I don't think he's going to have the movement points for it. 1200. You know what? Let's just go to here and see. 825. 700. No, he's not going to have the movement points because you're going to have to go into a diagonal to get into the gazebo. You're not going to have enough movement points left. But look, Flotsam, Shipwreck Survivor, Barrels. This is going to be pretty valuable. Folks, I have kicked the can down the road as far as the can will be kicked. I have to decide, are you going to fight this fight or not? I was so sure when I had all those halflings. I am now less sure. We're going to do it. Okay. Okay. You see, if there was vampires, if there was liches, if there was a single bone dragon, you're for sure to lose. But given that it's just like normal enemy combatants we have to deal with, this is okay. This is fine. We can deal with this. All right. Start with the magic arrows. A little bit of damage goes down. I think that the enemies are... There they go. There they go. They're going to sally forth, which I am just fine with. Interesting that it's going to take a little bit of time for them to kind of get out. Skeletons, 1, 2, 3, 4. Goblins actually need to take a step back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta step back to here, funny enough, because skeletons come. So mummies skip their turn. Good for them. Nobody is sad. I'm sad. So mummies skip their turn. I probably should have been magic arrowing somebody else, I guess. Based off this new information I have, mummies can't reach, but now they are teed off for a big wallop from all my forces. I will lose some of the goblins, that's for sure. We kill 2 of the mummies. We lose 4 goblins in return. The dwarves are going to get a mighty thwack off. Thwack indeed. And then as the zombies kind of gambool forward, we're just going to let them come on out. Another dwarf goes down. We're out of spell points. And that'll do it. So 8 goblins, 1 dwarf, 800 experience. Given that there's future fights here, luck is great. Luck is so good, and luck is good whether it's a siege. Luck is good whether it is on the mighty desert plain or the sandy beaches or the dirt. But the ballistics, it looks like we're going to be taking some castles sooner rather than later. I'm going to go into ballistics. I love luck. Luck with the barbarian is so good because you get the high attack skill, so you get extra damage, bonus damage, and then you double the bonus damage. Luck is so good on a barbarian. And you know what? Barbarians are not keen on getting luck. In the same reason why I took diplomacy over archery on Crag hack, for that same reason, just knowing the internal mechanics, I'm going to take the luck. I'm going to take the luck. Good decision, bad decision. It's the decision that we're making. Now, does this have anything for us? It does. So we are going to get to full spell points when we leave here today, which is great. I am going to leave everybody but these 4-speed goblins at the moment. So that way, when we leave, we're going to be very, very fast. And we're going to have so many opportunities. My goodness. We're going to have 3,000 gold. 3,000 gold. I want this other castle, but I also want to go exploring. I think that we're going to lead with Aragon in this direction. We're going to hire a hero here tomorrow, and we're going to have 4 heroes total. Are we going to really try to upgrade the Necromancer Castle? You know what? Typically, yes, but because we have 2 barbarian castles, no. Typically, yes, but because of this, no. Which, what can I say except, there's an enemy. Who is it? Falagar. Gargoyles, centaurs. There's some stuff up here. Oh my gosh, there's a hill fort. We gotta go for the barbarians. We've got to go for the barbarians, folks. No ifs, ands, or buts. My word. We don't have a spell book. We don't have any troops. I don't know. I might be able to hand off just a few. Like 1 or 2 halflings actually wins that whole fight for you, funny enough. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hire 4 skeletons. I'm gonna go to, hold on, did I just overspend? No, I did not. We're gonna go to here. Crag hack's gonna pop back out. Nope, not there. Gotta be very careful about this because Crag hack needs to be able to end his turn on the lith. We're gonna go here, here. It's gonna be all the skeletons. It's gonna be what, 2 of the halflings? Sure, 2 halflings I think can defeat all those peasants. And then Aragon's gonna go south. Crag hack's gonna go back, and he's gonna go take out these peasants that guard the sulfur mine when he gets a chance. It's free sulfur, you might as well. Okay, well, Rathmont is going to be doing some fun stuff. I could go to the east. I could go up in this direction. I'm going to take the for sure resources over the not so for sure resources. So, Flotsam, 5 wood, 200 gold. We've already mostly replenished our wood supply. We're back up to 20. Evercold Icicle, not a bad artifact. A barbarian can actually kind of use that a little bit because you're going to have low spell power. This actually makes your spell power a little bit better. It's way better on a spellcaster, but heck, Rathmont can use this. As soon as we get a cold ray or a cold ring, we're going to be doing a-okay. And now with all this gold, I mean, for sure you wanted the adobe. I know that we've kind of foregone the statue, and at this point on a small map, I am less likely to get the statue on small maps. That's just something I've noticed about myself. I'm not saying that you'd be wrong if you did other things. Like if you invest in the gold, that's typically going to be great for you. I would still highly encourage you to do that. However, there are reasons why I would hope you could understand why this would also make sense. Oh, look, we spent more gold than we were supposed to because we purchased ourselves the adobe. Whoops, my bad. And now we can't get a hero. And that's actually bad because there's another hero out here ready to do harm upon us. Huh. Day 6. Well, in that case then, let's just make whatever purchase makes the most sense. Kind of want to just go for a moat. With a level 1 shrine, with a magic arrow and a competent spellcaster here in Carlon, I think that the moat is actually going to be really, really nice. Well, Falagar's got centaurs and gargoyles. Yeah, it's not going to be useful for that fight. You'd actually be better off going for anything else. But the issue I run into is that I don't want to spend the ore because I've got another barbarian castle I do want to hire fairly soon. Oh, look at that. Oh, we've been spotted. Captain! Look! Oh, 600 gold, 6 mercury. The maestro himself, Rathmont, is paying off. We do pick up a Medal of Courage from a Shipwreck Survivor. Very good artifact. I'm very happy for that. It's not always recognized as being one of the best artifacts, but boy, do I sure like it. Now, there is this watchtower here right outside of Baywatch. I am so obligated to take this watchtower because this goes from 8 orcs up to 18. So we more than double our orc capacity, Taking Baywatch is going to be a dream first thing in the morning, and then we'll figure out what to do from there. I would have loved to have potentially gotten another dwelling in the other area, but this will work. Goblins, maybe not so much. I'm going to make the investment in the bridge. With 20 or 4,000 gold, I'm going to invest in the trolls. With the well, that means that we're going to have, what is that going to be? 8? Yeah, we're going to have 8 trolls locked and loaded, ready to go first thing next week. This feels okay to me. This does feel okay. All right, I do want to split the halflings. I don't know why I brought the skeletons. We're going to dismiss the goblin. So we're going to go from -2 morale down to just -1. I think the one big stack of skeletons is going to be useful. Let's just hope we don't lose a lot of turns with the halflings. Glorious victory, 2 skeletons lost. I will take it. That seems acceptable. We're going to pick up the sulfur. We can still reach. Pick up the sulfur here. And it's a very small investment, very small indeed, but it feels like it was worthwhile. Do you make a purchase here? I think we do not. I think we just hit intern and say, so long, farewell. Ooh. Ooh. Down boy. Ooh. Well, Falagar was about to take Lancashire for free. I didn't think he'd go that far. Well, you ever feel like you get away with something? Right there, I feel like I just got away with something. More than that, I can't really say, but it felt like that went better for me than I had any business being. We found the blue wizard, and they have a barbarian leading their forces. They do have Marini in the castle. Yeah, this is gonna be really tight quarters, really tight indeed. I'm gonna pick up with Aragon. I'm gonna do what Aragon was planning on doing anyway. It's gonna be ore. It's gonna be gold. From the campfires. I'll pick up this other campfire even. Okay. And I will take Baywatch. Do we make any adjustments here? I think we're good to split the orcs just in case anybody loses their turn. Wow. Wow. And this fight turned out to be a little bit worse than I'd originally planned on. Now they only have the Bastille, the main turret, but still, I do not enjoy this. We got 20 goblins, 12 of these orcs, 8 wolves, and really the 8 wolves are a problem. 8 wolves are absolutely a problem. Now, if I could guarantee where the orcs would do damage, I would shield that force because 10 damage to the wolves is not going to do it. Just not going to do it. I'm going to assume that they're going to go for the... Well, hold on. Which stack did they go for? They did 9 points of damage where? Here? No. Here? They did 9 points of damage to the dwarves. There's no way you're going to... Do I need to shield the dwarves? I'm not worried about the orcs doing damage to the dwarves. Especially since my shield is only going to last for 1 turn anyway. I think you're just better off using the magic arrow. This is not great, folks, but this will save a little bit of retaliation damage. We go from killing 1 to 3 of the wolves up to maybe 2 to 4. If we kill 4 wolves here, I'll be amazed. We got 3. I mean, we got 3. That was pretty good. And maybe the AI wants to focus on these orcs. That's completely the wrong decision. You've absolutely got to go for these wolves. Okay, and they did go for the top stack of orcs. Very interesting. I almost thought that they'd go for the dwarves. I still think that they should have, actually. I still think that they should have gone for the dwarves, funny enough. Okay, we killed their big crazy stack here. Goblins are gonna head on out soon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to right here. Dwarves will step up. They'll do the damage. And because we have the ballistics... Oh, we don't have the ballistics. No, we took the luck. Oh, that's right. I outfoxed myself. Because we took the luck, instead of the ballistics, I do kind of have to get through this area a little bit more quickly than I was going to. Dwarves are going to handle these guys. We're down to 10 enemy orcs, 9 enemy orcs. Very good. I gotta hope that we break through. Not quite. Go here. Here. Probably should have done the magic arrow first. It's not too late. It's never too late. Even if I say it'll be alright. I'm gonna leave the dwarves here. It's gonna take way too long for them to go up and around. It looks like they're not even gonna attack the goblins at the moment, so let's just go to here. Okay, alright. Didn't get that quite, but 5 goblins. They don't fully kill the orc with a little bit of stone magic. You didn't know halflings did stone magic, did you? But with some stone magic, the halflings will take down the rest of the orcs. By the way, why is it for the wizard faction that if you get archery, archery will increase the damage with which stones from halflings hit your enemies? Archery will increase the damage that laser beams from your magi will do to enemies. And why is it that archery increases the damage from actual thunderbolts, lightning bolts? Why does archery have anything to do with that? I don't know, but this is Heroes Might Magic 2 logic. I'm here for it. Ooh. Now that's good. Attack skill +1. The expert pathfinding could be really nice. The leadership is just too good. Even with the Medal of Courage not too far away, this is ideal for us. There's plenty of orcs here. Oh, thank goodness there's a slow and a bless. This is great. This is great. I could not have asked for any better. I do want to do this though. I think I want to pick up the wool. Okay, don't make any purchases yet. Oh no, she's gone. Carlon, no. I was going to use Carlon to defend. Now she's gone. Now it's just Falagar. Okay. 31 peasants, 5 archers. I mean, Atlas is just so much better because goblins are so much better than peasants. Although I think I'd prefer the 3 or the 2 and 2 instead of the 3 and 4. Do you even really want to fight this fight? Like, do you want to save this fight? Do you want to invest 500 gold in a captain's quarters and then just purchase whoever else you can? I kind of think I do. In fact, this captain is going to have 2 spell power, 2 knowledge. They're going to do a better job of using this magic arrow than these other heroes were going to anyway. There's so many zombies. Like, there's so many zombies. Tell you what if I just do 10 zombies? Hold on. What if I make other purchases and then I keep in my mind that I'd like to get some additional zombie power later? Let's do that. Let's hope we can get additional zombie power later, and we'll figure it out from there. Okay. Enemy here. Enemy here. What if I come through the liths and I go over here and I lead them off? Right? I mean, there's a full-on cave here. Heck, I might even get enough troops with Crag hack that he could actually be useful. And the only thing I might lose is the free sulfur mine, which I don't really even need anyway. So I'm going to do this. We're going to go all the way over here. We're going to pick up the cave. Hope that our pathfinding does us really good. How many centaurs is it? It's 20 centaurs. That's not a small amount. Right? When my voice starts to crack like this, that's how you know that it's not a small amount, okay? Pull it together, man. Pull it together. One of my favorite interviews is Liam Neeson. And no, not Liam Neeson. Oh my gosh, who am I thinking of? Oh my gosh, I have to look it up. Oh, I'm gonna feel so silly when I realize who it actually is. Because it's, yeah, Leslie Nielsen. So, yeah, so Leslie Nielsen is the original actor in The Naked Gun, and he was a very serious actor before he did comedy flicks like The Naked Gun and Airplane, of course. And then, of course, the newest Naked Gun is Liam Neeson. So I think you'll understand why you should forgive me for getting that wrong. Leslie Nielsen and Liam Neeson. For some reason, that's hard for me. But one of the interviews that he did, he had said, "Oh, I'm willing to do anything for a laugh," and it's like a YouTube short. And of course, he just rips a mean fart right then and there to say, in the middle of this interview, "I will do anything for a cheap laugh," and he proves it. I aspire to that willingness to just say, "I don't care. I think it's funny. And you? I don't care what you think." I hope that we can all take a page out of that person's book, and whether that means that you purposely crack your voice for the joke, or whether you lean into some silly odd thing that you've done, whatever the case is, I hope that we all don't take ourselves so seriously that we forget why it's so fun to be funny. Okay, here's what I've decided, folks. I think that I might be able to just defeat this guy with minimal forces. I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go 5 zombies. I'm gonna hire them immediately. The captain's gonna help them take the damage. It'll be fine. We will lose that, but I'd much rather lose that and get Atlas, because Atlas is going to bring these forces to the front. We're going to hire 1 wolf, just so we have a 6-speed creature ready to go. And I think that we're going to go to here. Here. Expert pathfinding, because he's the secondary running around hero. We're going to go back to Croxton, and we're going to grab these forces first thing in the morning. We're going to have plenty of gold to do so. 4k gold, 6k gold total, and we're going to shoot for this hill fort as quickly as we can. So I am planning on winning the scenario in the next few days. Very, very, very few days. Oh, why is everybody trying to attack me? Okay. All right, now we are losing this necromancer castle, it appears. Does the enemy have any spells? The answer is, so far, no. So far, no. Very nice to know that the centaurs are not killing zombies with 1 swoop. So we got some damage that we can hope for. We're only killing 1 gargoyle at a time, though. I don't know what's best here. Do you want to kill 1 gargoyle or take out half the stack of centaurs? I'll do 4 centaurs. I'll do 4 centaurs and we'll just skip. No sense in attacking. You don't want to lose faster. Okay. Rats. Oh, rats. Still okay. It's going to help us last for 1 additional turn. So overall, folks, we are going to get a fair few magic arrows off. Down to 9 HP there. Skip, skip. And then hopefully 1 more magic arrow is going to kill maybe 2 gargoyles. It's going to be close. 4, do we kill? No, not quite. Not quite. We tried. There's 3 HP. We'll do 1 to 2 damage. You know what? If he doesn't have archery, maybe 3 gargoyles. They're going to do enough damage, I think. Yeah, they'll do enough damage. They did 11 points damage. Wow, they actually did a lot of damage. Oh, very surprising. Crag hack. Don't look now, but you are surrounded. Look at this. Look at the barbarians on this map. 1, 2 barbarians. 1 for blue, 1 for green. Thundax is leading some big winged leathery bone dragon beasts. Crag hack. We're going to just hope that we can evac, but I don't think we have a chance. I think that we're stuck. A traveling merchant offers you a rabbit's foot made from gleaming silver fur for safe passage. The merchant explains the charm will increase your luck in combat. Will it increase my combat stats in getting away? Will it help me escape? Okay, what about this? We can't escape this way. I'm blocked here, but there's an oasis. What if we take the oasis? I think we can get away. Yeah, we're gonna get away. And let's just check this out. 700 movement points. We've easily got this. I'm gonna take the gold once, twice. Oh, this is dangerous. 300 movement points left. We should be able to do this. Peace. Well, Crag hack, you really are lucky, aren't you? That's very impressive. Good job, buddy. Yeah, initially I didn't see the oasis, so I didn't see the possibility there, but an extra 800 movement points for a guy that already has the advanced pathfinding, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, so remember, I think that we want Atlas to come first. Yeah, I think we want Atlas first, and then we want Ergon. Actually, no, I think we want Ergon first. And we want Ergon to go to the windmill. Yeah, and what I'm thinking about is purchasing power. So really, if I can reach the hill fort in 1 turn. Oh, I just really don't want to deal with Thundax. There's a watchtower here. I've got to get to this hill fort. The value in the hill fort here is massive, and I think that I'll have enough troops that Thundax will leave me alone, and then I can trade for the bone dragons. And then after I got the bone dragons, it'll be fine. It's already day 2, so they've already purchased the other bone dragons. Just don't even worry about that. So what's the best way of doing this? Let's think about this. For Atlas, it's going to be only to right there. And he will path through the magic garden because it'll be okay. We'll be able to go Oasis, but even so. Okay, so Atlas is going to lead the day. We're going to stay here in Baywatch with whatever troops we have. We're going to try and get a faster creature than the 6-speed goblins. Yeah, I'll do this investment. Seems a little weird that we're going to struggle because we're not going to be able to purchase all the troops in the other castle. But I think that going from a 4-speed creature up to a 6-speed creature is actually going to be very, very important. And then Atlas is going to purchase everybody he can, focusing on the best troops. That's 3,000 gold worth of ogres. I think you want them. I think you want them. Do you want the rest in trolls? Oh golly, do you want the rest in trolls? I think you're going to be more cost effective with orcs. I think you're going to be better off with orcs. And I don't know if that's the right decision. 6 attack, 10 attack. Trolls are such a good value. And then I'm going to take the rest in wolves. I don't know if this was the very best choice. I think that you could totally convince me that it would have been much better to take the trolls there, and I think I would have been obligated to believe you. Meanwhile, power ring from a shipwreck survivor. Are we going to be completely unchallenged here in the water? We might be. And then the question is like, should Rathmot land with all these artifacts? Probably. Probably. If we land, we can always poke our little nose out here. That's 1 day, 2 days. Whatever the case, we have 700 gold. It's time to hit end turn. And green and blue, I do hope that they attack each other. Well, there's 1,000 gold less than we're going to have. Okay. Crag Hack is still just chilling here. All right, Crag Hack, what can you do for me? What can you do? Thundaxe, I think Thundaxe should die today. We can't use the Oasis with Crag Hack, but remember, he does have a nice artifact. Okay, so here's what we do. Atlas goes to here. Aragon makes the purchases he can, so 12 orcs. I guess it'll be the wolves, because what else are you gonna do? Do you take the dwarves? Yeah, dwarves turn into battle dwarves at the hill fort. Absolutely, you take them. We've already got the spell book. And remember, we did pick up the slow and the bless, so that's really nice. Okay, and Aragon. This is right there, this watchtower. I think that yesterday when I still had the movement points, yeah, what I should have done is I should have ran over there with Aragon, got that, and then came back. That was my mistake. That's actually a lot of orcs. 49 orcs up to 62. You got to go with that. Now, you have an opportunity. You could go and just take Hilltop now. I don't think it's going to matter. I think that you're going to want to rush and pick up whatever you can, because nobody's going to attack me. I'm the scariest thing that anybody's ever seen on this island. Do I let Crag Hack go? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to wait right here. And then tomorrow we will hand off the artifacts. This is a really nicely done map. This is, how do I describe this map? This is tight. This is intriguing. This is fun. Yeah, this is a good map. I really like this. And I do like the balance it kind of has. Interesting that there's Xanadu's at the bottom, but nothing really to compensate up top. Kind of interesting. Good choice to have hill forts and Freeman's Foundry in case you draw as the barbarians or the knights. I really enjoy that. I think we hit end turn. I think green is going to run so far away from me. That's not the direction I like that he's running, but I don't think I can stop it at this point. Caroxton, I think you just hire the captain's quarters. You got 4,100 gold. You could potentially hire everybody else. He could totally reach because he's a barbarian. No, he picked the dwarves. Maybe not. Okay, Crag Hack. He's going to make a big handoff here. Skadoosh. And then I think Crag Hack just wants to explore a little bit. Meanwhile, pick up the Oasis, 800 movement points, plus 1 attack from the mercenaries, 1,000 XP. I'm so not scared of anybody. We're going to pick up the hill fort, and we're going to go back south. I mean, the +1 from the standing stones is really useful. Thunder Mace for another +1. I have to make sure I don't put myself in the position where I can be attacked by sea. So let's avoid that. Yeah, and Atlas is going to grab what he can. Atlas is just a secondary hero, nothing extra. There's a free gold mine up there. We'll go grab that in a second. And then with 4K gold, let's just purchase those trolls we had talked about before. 410 gold left. I do wish I'd picked up the captain's quarters and some other forces, but this will work. It'll be fine. Because right now, oh, there's the enemy. Right now, we know, I know, and you know that there's bone dragons here. You got to get here by day 7. That's the new priority. We will make that happen. I am confident that we will make that happen. Everything else, we'll figure it out as we go. Okay. Ogres, orcs, and dwarves into their upgraded counterparts. We just gained, let's see, 20 HP. We just gained 200 HP worth of ogres. Dwarf stack stays the same. Extra 5 HP per orc into Orc Chieftain. That's an extra 300 HP there, 310 HP. So that was all very, very good, all very, very worth it. We're going to pick up the experience on the way south. That's going to be, do we take the ballistics now? I think we'd still take the leadership, probably grab the fort. We are super fast. And we are going to escape with Atlas into this desert terrain. I'm still trying to keep heroes alive. They're still worth experience. We don't want to just lose them for free. Dwarf Cottage, we're not going to accept those. Sawmill, we'll take it. Yeah, and Celia's in the Green Castle. She looks ready to go. Tough customer. Tough customer. Now, this is interesting. There's this lith here. I'm going to land with Rathmont because Phineas summoned boat. I'm going to land, and now I'm going to be able to get all these artifacts off first thing in the morning. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Baywatch is pretty much devoid of all activity. Do I make any work to protect it? I should, because he's got a spell book. He's going to pick up the slow here. But the problem is I don't have enough forces I can keep. You might as well save the gold. On to day 6. Got to get to the bottom green castle. Got to get to the bottom green castle on day 1. We might have to ignore Thundax. I think that we will, actually. Crag Hack has no spells. He's still a good hero. No, Crag Hack, we started off with you. Please come back. And we're going to lose this fight as well. So very sad for those 2 losses, but I think that this is just the way you got to do this. We do have 1 gold mine. We lost 1 kind of in the center here. Yeah. This is 1 day. Can we reach? We're going to make it. There we go. Rathmont handing over all these artifacts for funsies. Best morale possible. Sounds great. And I suppose I could go and try and get this gold mine. I'm a little bit worried about Josh. Yeah, but let's do this. This is worth experience if nothing else. Navigation, no. Ballistics, sure. Gold mine first thing in the morning. And then I kind of wonder, do you make any other upgrades here? Any other purchases? At this point, the statue, I just look silly if I do purchase it. It almost makes it feel like, Pixfox, you finally purchased the statue? What, did you forget? Ah. Yeah. I did. But I had bigger fish to fry. And it's a small sized map. There's some logic. It's not a great amount of logic, but there is some logic. There's the voice crack again. That tells you everything you need to know about how I really feel. Pixfox, tell us how you really feel. Well, I'll do the best I can. We got to get Rathmont just 1 step out of the way. I don't believe there's no way. What if we do this? What if we run up with Rathmont? So next turn for sure he can reach Hilltop. And then Aragon's going to take 1 step back, and then we're just going to let Rathmont trade castles for us. So we're going to take out Celia now. Is this the fight? Is this the fight? I think it absolutely is. 3 bone dragons for Celia. Says it's a glorious victory. The losses are even looking acceptable. This is not going to be the worst thing you ever saw happen to you. And I think I might be able to do even better than the AI thinks I can. So Celia the Necromancer, 1 attack, 1 defense, 2 spell power, 4 knowledge. Guessing that there's probably a level 2 spell in there. I'm going to hold off on a spell just because the Dispel or the Cure could be useful. And more importantly, the Slow on the Bone Dragons could be really nice. Let's stay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's stay right here with the wolves. Ah, it's a haste. That's horrible. I was just gonna slow you. And then you did this. That's so sad. All right, well, what if I bless? Bless is not bad. 5 to 7 damage. It's okay. The magic arrow is kind of a nothing burger. Yeah, I think that the Ogre Lord stack is my big stack. Let's just do the bless. We're gonna do max damage here. We're gonna kill 1 bone dragon. Perished. 1 Ogre Lord does go down. Oh, Battle Dwarves are in there. Do I do the damage? Yes, I do. Remember, it's going to be 6-speed bone dragons. We should go liches and then bone dragons. So liches, wolves, bone dragons. That's going to be the play. We'll deal with that when we get there. 31 HP. There's only one bone dragon left. I think I'm okay with that. Oh, I don't like that stone skin. I just don't think that that was a very good play. I think that I'm perfectly fine if the AI wants to do that. I just don't think it's going to help them very much. Don't think it's going to be very helpful. I'm going to bless the wolves, funny enough. Maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, maybe that was a mistake. Alright, they did some damage anyway. Liches attack the back half of the wolves so that I take minimum damage. Ogres are going to start work. Well, we're going to just kind of creep our way closer here. I don't have a haste, but I'd sure love it if I did have one. There's no retaliation there. Dwarves, I do need you to do 37 damage here. It's within the realm of possibility. Please do me good. Oh, it's so sad. Because now I got to devote the goblin shot up here when I'd prefer to send them somewhere else. But, ooh, okay, that'll work. That'll work. So we'll kill another 2-5. No retaliation because the wolves already did it. Do you kill the liches? Clearly, you kill the liches. Skeletons are fast. That's okay. Enemy has fled. Losses are still fine. I think I even did way better than the AI said I would, so I'm good with that. Expert leadership is kind of not the best here. Barbarians do make pretty good use of mysticism. Like, you go from 4 spell points up to 5 tomorrow, but with mysticism, you go up to 6. That's 2 slows. I think the mysticism is actually not too bad there. Now, here's the deal. We can go straight to Rathmont, or we can attack Thundax. We will defeat Thundax. We'll have another castle worth of troops, and if I have troubles getting over here, I will just rehire a hero to help me walk the forces over. It looks like that's not going to be necessary. 22 of the orcs are going to go down, but remember, this is all just a trade for bone dragons, so this is completely acceptable losses. In the upper left and right corner, because we have wizards and warlocks, I don't really care what they think about me. I'll say that again. I don't really care what you think about me. You know, like whatever you think about me, don't even worry about it. I don't even care. I don't even care. This does bother me though. I don't have enough spell points because I didn't wait a day. Because I didn't wait a day, I actually don't have enough spell points to do a dispel or a cure. That actually feels really bad. So I'm gonna move, let's see, I'm gonna move the orcs up. We'll take the retaliation shot. Ogres are gonna step up. They'll deal with this soon. Another slow? No. They go for the stone skin, but I should be able to do, yeah, easy 39 points of damage here. Goblins are gonna step up. Orcs take them out, no problem. I guess I could do a magic arrow. I just don't see the point. I'm gonna continue to send the dwarves up just so that way they can potentially get through this broken area. With the magic arrow, I can kill that lich next turn. We actually ended up saving a couple of orcs, not too bad. I'm gonna step to here. No wolves, but we do have 4-speed creatures everywhere. Should I pick up the adobe? I think I should pick up the adobe here on this new day. I'm gonna pick up the adobe, and I'm gonna leave the slow creatures behind. Whoops. There we go. There we go. And then I'm confident we can get to Rathmont first thing in the morning. The only problem here is that if he's attacked, if I'm green, okay, no, think about this. If I'm the green player, I'm going to hire a hero, send them out, and attack Rathmont. So what I, as the non-computer player, have to do, I have to get out of my own way, and I have to hire a hero that can go as far over here as possible and still reach first thing in the morning. Do we have anybody that can do that? No, 2-speed, 2-speed, yikes. 2-speed, 2-speed. We'll step out of the way. It'll be Roxana because with a spell book, she's still going to be very, very valuable. And I'm going to send her with all these troops. All these troops. Ogres, no, but she's going to go as far as she can. And then I don't know if she can reach here next turn. It says no. I'm inclined to believe that, but if this big force is right here, maybe an enemy is not going to sally forth from Hilltop. I don't love this as much as I wish I did. Is there a better hero that just got put in position? I think you got to hire Airy. It might not matter. This might not matter. But if it does matter, you're going to feel much better about your life choices if you put the 6-speed creatures on the front line, because with 3-speed creatures, she can't reach. But with 6-speed creatures, Airy might be able to from there. It says he will. So we've positioned ourselves that on day 1, our win condition is going to work. The logistics literally cost 5,000 gold worth of heroes, and we couldn't just leave Aragon in the castle. It's a little bit bumpy, but I do believe that that's the best way I can make sure that the green player does not hire a hero, sally forth, and wreck all this. They still might. They still might. But if they do, I mean, I feel like that's just going to be even easier for me. Folks, they did not. They did rehire Celia. That's okay. I can take that. And so with that, I will send all these forces here that are able to be purchased. We're going to head up north very, very quickly. Let's do this initial fight first, though. Let's have Roxana do a full handoff, and she's actually going to take the gargoyles because they're going to be excellent in the siege, even though it costs us a little bit of morale. Still going to be really, really worthwhile because Celia has nothing. Like, there's no way she can have much of anything. I'm going to finally get the Thieves Guild just to make sure, though. Yeah, she's got nothing. Okay. So, Rathmont, he is actually a spellcaster. Do I want to... Let's see. I think I actually want to do... if you have a 5-speed creature, or actually if you have a 4-speed creature, Rathmont is going to be able to get a magic arrow off. You're going to be feeding the enemy's troops, though. And experience, is that really going to be worth it? I don't think so. 13 halflings is a surprising amount. I didn't think that that was going to be there. Ares just going to head on in his way. Do you hand off 13 halflings for anybody? No, you just fight. All right, best of luck, Ares. Says we lose, but we do have some spells. We do have some spells. And remember, this is for all the bone dragons. 3 orcs. For all the bone dragons. Kill 10 of the halflings immediately. Do we attack the skeletons? I think we're good to do this, actually. Stay on the orcs. Yeah. 3 gargoyles are not going to immediately die unless a spell comes down on us. Ooh, like that. Hashtag good timing. Good timing. Okay, there's a moat. There is a left turret, right turret. We don't have a lot of attack skill or defense skill. You can't lose your turn to poor morale, though. The morale's not even that bad. It's poor. It's -1, but it's not -3. Okay. Steady, boys. Don't panic. Mutant zombies is actually a lot of HP there, but you gotta take out the damage here while you can. Now I wish I used the gargoyles to kill this one single halfling. Okay. Until we're able to get into the castle area, we gotta just do this. Oh, the damage is crazy. Oh, please come on out and play. If I kill... if you kill the halflings, you gotta kill full stacks wherever you can. Kill the halflings, maybe the enemy comes out. Maybe the mutant zombies come out and play. Do you waste that much damage from the magic arrow? I'm gonna kill the skeletons here, because it might be that there's only a few orc chieftains left at the end of all this, and then they can kill the one. Yes, the enemy has surrendered. Get out of here. Now, very costly, but what do we find? First off, we do have a level 2 mage guild now with lightning bolt, and we got the bone dragons. We're doing just fine, folks. Everything worked out just the way I planned it. Ha, first try. So now let's go to everything else, because everything else is pretty straightforward from here. We're going to make full purchases wherever we can. We're going to bring the trolls up. We should have brought the ogres up. 13 trolls is pretty good, though. I'm not too sad about that. We'll grab this 500 gold, hopefully. 500 gold, sure. Atlas is going to bring the forces from there over. Did I click that button twice? Am I going crazy? Might be going crazy. Okay, full swap. I don't know why I didn't send the artifacts with Aragon. Yeah, no, I do know, because midway through I changed my mind. I was going to go over here with Aragon, and then I let everybody else do their job. So that wasn't perfect, but that worked out okay. Okay, so Roxana, we do have a little bit of a hero chain from here to here, here to there. She's gonna be ready to go right about there. Right about here. And then do you send Ergon north? You don't have a lot of resources to trade, but we could hire a hero here and go here to there, there to there, there to there, there to there. I think you do want to go at least into the desert. And then Rathmont stays put. We're putting on a logistical clinic. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I should really trust Winnie Maru. Maybe I should leave it to Winnie Maru to do that sort of a deal. Red player vexes me. Oh, it's Falagar again. Hello. All right. And we're just going to buy the Bone Dragons. Nobody else. We'll do a full send. To there. Swap and send. Cool. Rathmont now has these really, really bad morale. My goodness. Poor guy. He's like, no, I'm not useless. I'm like, I know you're not, buddy. You're everybody's favorite hero. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're going to get all the good quality troops over. Yeah, the dwarves are going to stay back this time. Orcs are not going to go. 2-speed ogres are not going to go. Somebody else is going to get those heroes kind of rehired, revamped. And I will go out of my way. I'll pick up the Oasis because it's a lot of XP or a lot of movement points that I can replenish very soon. Glorious Victory, Falgar runs and doesn't even stop me. Basic pathfinding is actually big for the desert. The desert was still a problem. Now it's not even a problem. Not at all. I actually want to do this. Let's have Crag hack to here. 1,700 gold. Yeah. So you want to go here. Back to here with Atlas. Hire a wolf. So you're as fast as you can be. And then you'll go to here. Atlas will go up. Maybe Roxana can even reach. Maybe. And we're looking to end this fight in the next week. Maybe not the next week. We sure can, but maybe not the next week. Rathmont's going to turn around. No, Ares going to turn around and do a full defend. Oh, look where he landed. We can't actually defend that. But he can't defeat that castle either. We will pay the gold just to make sure we never have to go back there to defend. So we'll do that now before anything else happens. How many? Let's see. He does have a spell book. Level 2 spells. Do we have Captain's Quarters? We do. I'm not going to hire Troyan. I don't think it's worth it. But I will spend the resources here. I will spend it on the Liches. Yeah, they're pretty good. Because unless he's got... I'll assume he's got the Lightning Bolt. And the Lightning Bolt does... How much damage? For level 3, it does 75. So if Phineas did pick up +1 spell power somewhere, then the Lightning Bolt would do 50 points of damage. So actually the Liches are not very good because they got 25 HP. So that's one Lightning Bolt here, here. We do want to get a full stack of somebody. It'll just be the mutant zombies, so that way I can still spend my gold elsewhere. Okay. And now, because of the way that everything's kind of shaking out with gold, we're going to go take this castle. Glorious Victory, no problems. Expert Leadership, might as well. Do we need spell points? No, we're fine. Do we need to come on in here for anything? No, we're fine. Let's go defeat Wizards first, because they're closer. And then we'll deal with everybody else. You know, since we have the gold remaining, let's just do this. We'll also get the 10 skeletons. Now we'll get the 6 royal mummies. We will spare no expense, as they say. 500 gold. Or ready for a revamp here, ready for a revamp there. And Roxana is going to right about here. This looks a little dicey, but she should be fine. On to the new day. I could probably use multiple heroes to clear all this out. I say probably. I think I can. And green kind of wastes their turn a little bit. Okay. Forces to here. Let's go for ogres, orcs. Yes. Anybody else? I don't think I have. I will send the goblins because I do know that my main army does have goblins at the moment. Okay. Did that just happen again? Wait. Okay, good. Whew. I keep thinking I switched the forces, and then if I didn't switch them correctly, I'm like, wait a second. Hold on here. And then I feel very sheepish and sad in that order. Okay, with the upgrades, I think that even Jojosh is not a problem. Can we defeat Luna up here? Luna's done nothing. She has done nothing. I think we're going to head in that direction. And we're going to see if Luna can defeat the enemy over yonder. I'll pick up the gold mine here because it's so cost effective. We could pick up another oasis. There's castle here. Rathmont is ready to defend with his lightning bolt. No, he never picked up Hilltop, did he? Never did. I think Phineas is going to have to attack here. I don't think he's going to attack Winterkill. So with 3,700 gold remaining, I will... Tell you what, I'll just purchase everybody else. Yeah, everybody else. And I'll feel very happy about that choice. On to New Day. Blue retreats all the way back to the safety of their castle. Green is going anywhere they can to try to avoid me. It's not going to help them. I'm going to grab all this today. It's going to be +1 spell power first from the Druids. Glorious victory here against Jojosh. Glorious victory here. I'm going to avoid losing 1 Bone Dragon. 13 War Trolls is going to be just fine for me, but Bone Dragon is down to... Looks like 100 HP left. Magic arrows are only doing 20 points of damage. If we do this slow, though, the rocks are going to stay put. Let's do that. Goblins are up. Yeah, and if I attack... Well, shoot. I really got to deal with these archers somehow, don't I? So I guess I have to kill the rocks. Maybe the haste onto the rocks, or the slow, rather, was not the play. Oh well, that's fine. It's weird that the boars prevent me from doing full damage to the swordsman. Have you noticed? A little bit strange. 5 of the Ogre Lords go for the boars. Not too bad. So any of my ranged creatures can defeat the boars with the retaliation. I'm going to try and kill this full stack here. With a magic arrow, I should be able to kill these 11 halflings. Do we lose the Bone Dragon? Yes, we do. All right. I'm going to retire from the battlefield in shame. I could not lose it. Or I could not save it, rather. Either way, didn't go well. Bloodlust, Curse, good spells, good spells. And believe it or not, it's within the realm of possibility that Sabu can get... Oh, they're up to Giants. They are up to Giants. That was what I was thinking about. It's possible that they can get up to at least Giants, and there you have it. There's the proof of the pudding. Phineas is wandering around. There's still stuff. There's all this stuff that I didn't have time to pick up before, but now I've got extra heroes and time to do things. So let's do this. All of this. And let the wind carry me wherever it shall. I think I've got additional forces here. I never picked up a well. Let's do that now. Easy purchase. 8 ogres. My goodness. I think that Rathmont, level 1 though he is, I think he can defeat this enemy. 30 points of damage, tons and tons of magic arrows. Yeah, I think I can defeat Phineas at this point. Let's just go to defeat Phineas. He's got a pack of dwarves. Yeah, but I've got 8 ogres, so it'll be fine. Says it's a glorious victory. Even better. And then whatever extra troops we have here, we'll send those north to go deal with the warlocks. I wonder if the warlocks got stuck on... Ooh, it's just one big stack there, isn't it? I wonder if the warlocks got stuck on the thing. On the swamp. Sometimes I've noticed that the warlocks will get up to the swamp and they'll just kind of forget what to do with themselves. And that feels kind of bad if you're trying to play against that, but such is life. It looks like these dwarves are just going to stay put. I don't worry about you at all, sir. I'm just going to magic arrow you until you give up. I'm slowly going to creep forward with the rest of my forces. The orcs survived 1 additional round of combat. You're doing 3 points of damage. I'll defeat them. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Everybody else is getting ready to attack, getting ready to pounce. I'm anticipating that they're going to resist a magic arrow at some point. When the time comes, I will bless the ogres. Do I have Bloodlust? I don't have Bloodlust in this castle, do I? So we'll skip. Yeah, I just got the bless. What do you think? One more magic arrow? Enemies resist it. Back off. Back off. No good morale. Good for me. Yeah, I'll attack now. 8 ogres. The dwarves get good luck. They did kill a full ogre. At this point, I'll curse the dwarves because 2 to 4 damage. Doing minimal damage actually does help out an awful lot. And at this point, I can't make the fight go any better. 2 ogres, 1 wolf, golden horseshoe. The enemy goes down. Green player's been vanquished. So Celia was their main hero. She did not win the day for them. And as sad as I feel, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Alrighty. Yeah, what was this warlock doing the whole time? What were you doing? We will pick up the experience. Doesn't pick us up a level. I'm ready to fight Sabu. He's ready for me though. Day 6. So I have additional ways I can respond? I don't think so. Maybe I can hero chain. Well, this all depends. If we can defeat Fountainhead with 20 spell points and a magic arrow, that would be fine for me. It's a pack, and then just expect minimal forces. Maybe centaurs and gargoyles. Yeah, let's just go fight this. Where are your griffins? Is red broken? What's wrong with red? What is wrong with red? If we win this fight, then I'm definitely going to attack the wizards first thing in the morning. If not, I might forego that for now. Magic arrow. This is not going to kill a lot of centaurs. 16 down to 12. With 5 HP each, they're still pretty tough. We do have a hole in the wall immediately. I'm just going to rush that down. I'm going to trust that the orcs are going to stay alive as long as they can. Yep, the enemies are going straight for the centaurs. Okay. Are these sprites going to come out and do damage? I think that they'll try to. I don't think I will mind. Let's kill all of the sprites. Centaur damage is not that bad. By the way, 1 attack, 0 defense, 2 spell power, 3 knowledge, 27 spell points left. I want to kill these sprites if I can. I don't kill the full stack, which is actually bad because part of the value of the sprites is that they have no retaliation. So to deal with them, you really got to do something more than what I just did there. Okay, ogres are in there. Ogres are ready to go. Ready to go. Sprites step up. Dwarves can't get in the way. I think I attack the sprite, believe it or not. So that way, hopefully the ogres can get in first thing in the morning, unless the gargoyles step right in front. Will they? They do not. Ogres are in there. Nice. Ogres are in there. You can bless. I don't think that's going to be nearly as valuable as the damage from the magic arrow. Okay, so we go to there. 1, 2 of the gargoyles. We kill 1. Only 4 ogre lords. And then I think I can step to here, and then next turn we can get in with all these forces. I think that's how that works. I don't really know. You'd think I would know at this point. I don't. We gotta kill the sprites somehow. Ogres can step up and potentially deal with these centaurs. Gargoyles just skip their turn because they're weird. Goblins can get in. Goblins do get in. Goblins are going to go to right here. Kill 1 to 2 of these gargoyles. There's another 7 down to 6 of the gargoyles. We've already cast our spell. We can do full damage against the dwarves because there's a little gap in the wall. We'll take it. Down to 2 ogres. Down to 4 of the orc chieftains. Yeah, but it's 2 enemy dwarves and 5 gargoyles, and they don't have the firepower to deal with me. I'm going to hope that we can kill and wipe the enemy on this round of combat. Yes, here. 3 gargoyles down to 2. Nope, we're not gonna be able to do it. Not enough damage. So the enemy is gonna get 1 more round of turret shots off. That is gonna cost me dearly, dearly. And my troops are saying, Fix Fox, no, I wish you'd avoided losing our friends the way you did. But glorious victory, we'll take it. And we have to see, what did Red do with their playthrough this go around? They did nothing. Is Red broken? Because they did not even pick up the nest. They didn't even pick up the nest. It's gold. You have gold. Trust me, you have gold. So why didn't you do anything with it? So strange. Okay. Well, day 6. I don't think I can do much to make this fight go better with Aragon. Is this 1 giant or is this 4 giants? I'm guessing it's 1 giant because there's not a lot of gems here. I'm guessing that they barely got the Cloud Castle just recently. Do you win this fight? I don't think I win this fight. This feels really bad. But I don't think that I win this fight. Here's the thing, though. That's not as bad as you think it is. And here's why. Here's why. I've got plenty of time to set up a hero chain so that by the beginning of the new week, we can get bone dragons from here to there. And when I do that, we will win. Going first does have its benefits. It always has, and it always will. So let's get the fastest creatures we can. At this point, it's going to be these 5-speed liches. We're going to see how far Troyan can go. We are going to hire another hero here in Baywatch. It's going to be Jacqueline. You're going to want as many barbarians as you can get to make this go very, very well for you. 4-speed creatures there. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, so Troyan's going to get to... I'm guessing she's going to get to only right about there. And so we're going to send Jacqueline to right about here. We're going to send Rathmont up to right about there. We're going to adjust all this in one more turn as well. I think that Roxana, we can't reach. I think that we almost want to just dismiss Roxana because we got 8 heroes. You're in position. You're in position. You are out of position, but you can be an effective leg. We can get you to right about there. Crag Hack is going to be in position, but he's got to get rid of these 2-speed dwarves. Okay, and we just hit end turn. We're not attacked. So we start off with Troyan. Wow, even with the 5-speed creatures, she can only get that far, huh? Okay, so then Jacqueline goes to here. Next turn, I think that she's going to get to right about there. So Rathmont's going to be here. That means Crag Hack has not visited the Oasis. He's going to go right about here. He'll step on and around. That means that Roxana will hand off forces here. Were there good troops here? No, at least they purchased all the gargoyles. That's something good anyway. Okay, so this is all fine. This is all fine. And then, yeah, it's going to be Atlas. It's going to be the final leg. And we'll send all these other forces in. So, folks, this was a bit of a weird little thing, but by saving us 2 days, we avoided a potentially game-losing fight. Game-losing is maybe not the way to put it, but this makes the fight go much better. And we're going to get troops from the bottom right corner to the upper left in one turn. Let's call that a certified FixFox moment. 3 bone dragons. Do I take anybody else? Sure. I will. Sure. Why not? Why not? Because heck, any extra leftover troops might actually, if I lose the first fight, they might actually win the second one for me. It's unlikely, but it's within the realm of possibility. So Troyan does a full swap. Let's do this though, because goblins can make it into that main starting army. We go here to there. There's a full swap. Full swap and send. Yeah, unfortunately, the unupgraded troops are just not going to be it for you. Okay. Rathmon's up to Crag Hack. Boop. And Crag Hack... Roxana, what are you doing? Any forces here? I guess there's a couple forces that get into the army. It's not a lot. I think I'd prefer to have the extra time if I go the second time. I did not pick up the Oasis. Oh well. And so yeah, Atlas is gonna step to the gazebo. He's gonna take the luck just in case. Aragon is gonna take this so that way, in the event that there's any leftover troops so we can clean up with 8 liches and some skeletons and stuff, maybe then Atlas can actually finish the enemy off. And so it's going to be 65 goblins, 13 of the trolls, 5 of the bone dragons, 5 ogre lords, and 12 orc chieftains. It's going to try and defeat Sabu in the castle here. Oh boy, it says it's a glorious victory. It was 1 giant, not 4. We definitely didn't need to get those final 3 bone dragons, but I'm very glad we did. It's a small thing, but it's nice to see a good time pan out for us. And as far as I'm aware, there's no other enemies that we're gonna have to deal with for this entire fight. This entire game. This is pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I don't really know why they decided to take archers instead of halflings. They had halflings and boars in the garrison, and somehow the archers made it to the top. That's kind of like an oh well sort of a moment. Because the magi have already gone, let's see. Stone dragons, there's gonna be an issue. We're gonna have to defeat giants. The slow is, I got 2 spell power, so I can actually slow. If I can kill the giants, I can get the magi. No, because they'll be down to 3 speed. Yeah, they'll be down to 3 speed. I should actually focus the giants here, so when the giants step up, bone dragons are able to slide in. Never mind, the rocks are going to slide in. I thought the giants would just step up 1. They stepped up a little bit more than that. That's not great. Okay, we'll attack here. Good luck is always good, even if I didn't think it was necessary. Orcs will take out as many of these archers as we can get. Not once, but twice. We haven't cast our spell yet. We do the slow onto the magi, so they're going to be 3 speed. Yeah, and then the trolls get to go. Do we kill the giant? You know what? With a bloodlust, we might actually kill the giant. See, because right now we're doing between 58 and 81 points of damage. We need 85 points of damage. With the bloodlust, at least your max range of damage can kill the giant. But you'd still have to get max damage. I'm going to try it. Would it be hilarious if this actually worked? Up to 95? It's possible. Ah, well, you almost got him. Nice try. Nice try. Giants don't step down. You should step down if you were really trying to save the magi for 1 additional turn. That's okay. I think the AI knows where this fight's going. Bone dragons on the magi. Magi are gone. Their shield availeth them nothing. The steel golems step up. They go down immediately. And the route is on, folks. With 3 HP, these giants are saying, I will never get to live out my dream of being a titan. To which I say, well, buddy, we all have dreams that we don't get to enjoy. My dream was to go to Alaska and be a fisherman on a small trawler, and just do that when I was 22. And that didn't happen. It's so sad because I got my passport and everything because I was going to drive through Canada to get there. But ultimately, I went on another adventure. I went south. I went into Arizona. And I think that not just arguably, but definitely that was still better for me. I think I'd be a much better business person at this stage of my life if I'd gone north. But I think I became a nicer person because I went south. It's interesting how these little choices matter. And I'm grateful for it. Folks, this is a good playthrough. Remember, this comes to us from Kabel, from the FHeroes2 Discord. This small-sized map. This was a really fun one. I really enjoyed this. Blue player's been vanquished. And yeah, recall for yourself that it was warlocks in the upper right, it was wizards in the upper left, it was necromancers in the bottom right, and we as the barbarians rolled through this map. Took us 22 days. Base score of 170. This is a rating of a black dragon. Score of 374. This is absolutely in my top scores. This is 100% my top scores, and I'm happy for it. So a fun playthrough, good playthrough, and I highly recommend that you go find this map for yourself on the FHeroes2 Discord. Link is in the description so that way you can find this map and many other wonderful maps. For example, the sprightly maps, which I love so very, very much. Those come from Tundar. You can find those on the FHeroes2 Discord. You can also find those on the FixFox Discord as well. But this is the way that the cookie crumbles. Folks, Miragehold, good map. And tell me, go and play the map yourself and see if you can beat 22 days. I should probably reset my high scores because, you know, 2 Who Am I's and 4 pyramids, you know, I mean, you know, yeah, I should probably reset these actually. We'll do that another day, another time. But until that day, folks, do me a huge favor. Look after you, look after your friends, look after your family, take very good care of yourself because if you don't, who will? My name is FixFox, and trust me, the pleasure is all mine. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.